Hello, my name's Alex Dorsch. I'm the Managing Director of Chalice Gold Mines. I'm here to talk to you about our exciting new PGE-Ni-Cu-Co-Cobalt discovery in Western Australia and also our emerging gold province in Victoria. Our usual forward-looking statements and disclosures, these are available on our website. So Chalice is a unique, well-funded exploration specialist with a proven business model, an excellent track record. We've made a recent major greenfield discovery in Western Australia this year. We've also returned a fair bit of cash to our shareholders along the way, which is quite unique for a company like us. We've got a strong financial position with over $54 million in cash and investments. That really gives us the ability to hunt for company-making types of discoveries. And we have an unrivaled exploration portfolio around Australia. We currently have 7 drill rigs working across 3 projects as we speak. Our portfolio includes an exciting new discovery at Julimar in the West Yilgarn Nickel-Copper PGE province in WA, as well as several other generative opportunities. Our Julimar discovery was a first hole discovery, as I said, in March of this year. It's 100% owned. We're currently in resource definition drilling with 4 rigs drilling on that discovery at the moment. We've also got 2 early stage holdings in Victoria, Pyramid Hill and Hawkstone up in the western part of the Kimberley. All projects are typically greenfield, large land holdings and really away from previous historical work. In terms of our corporate structure, we've got major shareholders there listed up on the left-hand side, including an insider, Tim Goyd, our chairman, who owns 12%. And a long-standing shareholder there, Franklin Templeton, holding 9%. Our cash, as I said, is 46 million. Our treasury is in very good shape. Market capitalisation at the moment, about 800 million Australian dollars. The capital structure is fairly tight. And as you can see, the share price has performed exceptionally well this year, having sort of begun the year at around about 20 cents a share. It's been quite exceptional, the performance this year. So I'll talk about Julimar, and there's a little bit of core from the discovery earlier this year. So we intersected high-grade PGE, nickel, copper and cobalt in the very first drill hole, and it really signified an entirely new mineral province. It's just outside of Perth here, 70 kilometres away. That comes with direct access to all the right infrastructure you need for a big project. It's a 26-kilometre long layered ultramafic intrusive complex, essentially that it was unexplored. And we've made our discovery at the southern end of that complex called the Gonville intrusion. And we've got high-grade PGE nickel-copper-cobalt mineralisation. We now have something like 8,000 square kilometres of new licence applications since the discovery, including the 2,000 square kilometres you can see on the left-hand side there in red. So we're really making the most of our competitive advantage that we have to make additional discoveries. So Gonville is an exceptional discovery. It really has the potential to deliver a true world-class deposit. It's a 1.6 kilometre by 800 metre intrusion. It's actually open, and we recently confirmed that it's open towards the northwest. We have 5 zones of high-grade mineralisation, G1 to G5, over about 550 metres of strike length and about 350 metre wide area. We've also recently defined an eastern contact position, which extends over 1.2 kilometres of strike length along that eastern margin of the intrusion. And one of the unique parts about this deposit is that we have widespread PGE-rich disseminated sulphides, essentially surrounding that high-grade mineralisation. And we've proven mineralisation down to about 450 metres thus far. Sitting on top of the intrusion as well, we have a thick layer of oxide, PGE-enriched oxide mineralisation from surface down to about 25 metres. So it's really got a wide range of different mineralisation styles over a very large area, as you can see, a truly world-class type of discovery. We've done a little bit of metallurgical test work to date. We've confirmed that it looks like we'll be able to float the sulphides. We haven't seen a lot of deleterious elements, and it also looks like we will be able to leach the metals out of the precious metals out of the oxide material. As I said, 4 rigs currently completing a resource definition program, including drilling a step-out hole into this new target, Conductor X, which I'll talk about. So the 5 high-grade zones we've defined to date, they're in the red and the orange shapes there, looking sort of down to the northeast over the intrusion. As I said, they strike over 550 metres, very much open in all directions. So some of the intersections we've seen there from the red areas, the G1, G2, G3 and G5. You can see wide intersections, and these are very much open, and you can see there with the open arrows there. You can see just the sort of the limited extent of our drill holes over the intrusion to date. These high-grade zones are dipping to the west. They're stacked one on top of one another, about 340 metres of dip extent, and very much open at depth there. You can see some of our recent intersections. We did, recently intersect an over 45-metre wide interval in the G2 zone, and some of that core is, as you can see on the upper right-hand side, predominantly high-grade palladium, but also appreciable amounts of platinum, nickel, copper, and cobalt, and in some cases even gold. The G4 zone is that orange shape at depth there. We've really added to that recently with this eastern contact position, which is basically highlighted with some of those black intercepts along that eastern margin of the intrusion. So the G4 zone is a wide position associated with the footwall contact of the intrusion. As you can see there, high-grade palladium, as well as higher-grade platinum and gold, as well as copper in that zone. And now we're starting to see a similar looking style of mineralisation unfold along this eastern contact. As I said, over 1.2 kilometres of strike length. You can see that where that EM conductor X is about 350 metres away from the limit of our high-grade wireframes at the moment. So further infill drilling and step-out drilling ongoing. The strike length, as I said, 1.2 kilometres of these wide space intersections along this eastern contact target. But also you can see there where our discovery zones are, G1, G2. Up on the right-hand side there are some examples of what this core looks like. It's quite amazing stuff, and as you can see there, it's a very much shallow, high-grade mineralisation, which comes with a lot of benefits. I mentioned Conductor X. Our current one of our diamond holes underway at the moment is an 800-metre step-out hole beyond the limits of high-grade mineralisation. As you can see there, that hole has already intersected the intrusion at 428 metres and has intersected some disseminated sulphides. It's still in progress. A very exciting hole, that one. You can see just the type of step out there that we're undertaking at the moment. You can also get a sense of the widespread nature of disseminated sulphides within the deposit here. This is again looking to the north in a cross section over the entirety of the intrusion. There's some very wide, around about gram PGEs there over a very large area. So really has the potential to be a very large scale deposit. This deposit. And one of the most exciting recent developments we've made is that we have on the right-hand side there of that page is an airborne EM image over granted tenure. And you can see Gonville, our discovery is really just highlighted at the southern end of the complex there. We have over 6.5 kilometres of anomalous response there at the Hartog EM anomaly. And then we have 2 other discrete anomalies that are lower order, essentially all within the Julimar State Forest. So we're currently working through the approvals process to gain access to that area, and really does have the potential to be a true new district. So that's essentially what we're doing at the moment. We've got drilling, metallurgical test work ongoing, aiming for a maiden mineral resource by the middle of next year. And then we've also got one of our largest holdings in Victoria. We're really hunting for another Fosterville gold mine, like a number of others in the area. We're concentrating on the northern part of the Bendigo zone and really trying to target one of these Fosterville style deposits. We've got a very systematic value-add approach to exploration out there. We've got hundreds of kilometres of strike length to explore. Our licence holdings there on that map in the orange. Essentially, it was undrilled before we started, and we've really now done a couple of years' work that's honed us in on Carry and Ironbark. So the Carry prospect, we've done 6 initial diamond holes earlier this year. We are drilling over about a 4-kilometre gold anomaly at the moment. We're starting to get the right sort of geology evidence of primary gold mineralisation, and we have 2 diamond rigs running on that target as we speak. You can see some of the geological interpretation there and some of the intercepts we've seen to date. Really now we're at that point where we're really honing in on the target with the 2 diamond rigs. So why invest in Chalice? As you can probably tell, there's multiple avenues for growth. Our discovery at Julimar has significant scale potential. It's a brand new mineral province. We've also got the 2 rigs drilling in Pyramid Hill, and the company has an exceptional track record, really not just making the discoveries, but also being commercially savvy and returning cash to our shareholders. So I thank you very much for listening, and please feel free to talk to me. Thank you.